Turn your head and cough this week on The Hapless Heroes.
You're telling me I got an STD?
A space-transmitted disease, my boy, yes! Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and Dungeon Master for this evening's adventure. We're going to start it the same way I always start it. To my right, introducing Francesco as Percival Flodhust.
I really hope Brew is okay.
To his right, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jam Jam's glad they have one of those water machines.
To his right, we have Lou as Lev Zangiv.
This is the size of the gown that you want to give him? Do you see the size of him?
To his right, we have Mike as Brunner Brew Blitzboar.
I knew you'd advocate for me.
To his right, we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
Hey, can I get an x-ray while I'm here?
And to her right, we have Seb as Chum Deloom.
What do you think the security on the medicine cabinet here is?
High security on the medicine cabinet in the hospital.
I really want to know what an x-ray of Glorp would look like.
Exactly
That would be
Same.
super fun to see.
I'm see-through.
Just normal Glorp.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Just a picture.
nothing.
It's a Polaroid of Glorp.
Just a black and white picture of Glorp.
It's
Yeah.
It looks
the
like a
things they've
body
absorbed.
outline, right? You just see the sort of like
Yeah,
trail.
that's exactly it.
I think a really interesting thing
And
to
the
find out
comet.
is, does your comet contain any like metal or anything? Because that would be really fun to find out.
It
while
just
you're getting
rips
it.
through the x-ray machine.
So, as we last left off, we were in the medical clinic at Our Lady of Wanderers. You had gone back to get Brunner checked out. He's been having some medical issues coming up lately, some sort of unexplained digestive stuff. Because I'm really good at describing it. But
Big gross ball of white goo.
yeah,
With hair on it.
yeah.
Fuzz.
Fud.
Is there a
Fuzz.
difference?
Dude, it makes it sound like you dropped it when you said it has hair on it.
He was permitted to take one person back with him and chose arguably the only adult in the room.
The father of the group, if you will. Literally and figuratively.
Does that mean we can all,
Definitely a paternalistic role. Yes.
we start calling him daddy now?
Oh, I've already been doing that.
That depends
Nice.
on what you
Oh,
have
no.
negotiated.
I'll have to check back on the tapes.
So I want to see how things are going. I guess we'll go into the clinic. So we have Brunner, we have Lev walking on in. The nurse. Go to room 3 on the left.
Thank you. So this is like first time that you've started to feel ill? Is that what you're telling me? You haven't been like...
I've been feeling like this for a while. Ever since
Why didn't you say
got
something?
back on the ship. I didn't want to spoil the fun. I didn't want
We
to.
could have taken you to
bother
hospital like
nobody.
way sooner. You just have to speak up. You can't be...
You know, when fuzz comes out of your mouth, I guess that's kind of the time to start speaking.
I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure we all saw something strange with you like that, but I meant like before you
it's
vomited
probably
and
just
ate it
about a
instantly.
space phlegm or something like that. I'm
Space
sure it's
phlegm.
fine.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I guess
Is
it's
that-
true because Brew did put a brave face on for most of the first section of that adventure at the station, right? He did not try to show that he was ill at all. It's interesting.
Yeah. Next time
Yeah.
you get hurt, you say something and stop trying to swallow it like big man. We go to hospital.
Oh well,
Crazy.
I'm also, a very, I've got my faith too. So, all
And
all
what
will
did
be
that
good with
do?
the gods, and we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it's just something that the doctor's seen before, and they'll take care of it, and it'll be fine.
Lev crosses some kind of like what could be construed as like a religious hand symbol around his head and shoulders, and then in like a bunch of circles, you could
Yeah, it's the symbol of Lord Rill. You're
right
doing it.
exactly. He does the symbols, and then
With the little diagonal lines and
he
shit.
just like
yeah.
starts shaking his head like, let us hope so that you're okay. Where's doctor?
Okay. After a few minutes pass with you guys cooling your heels in this room, the nurse comes by. Yeah, it took me a minute to dig these out, and hands a extra large hospital gown, kind of made, kind of a flimsy paper gown, but just about as close to the right size as they're gonna get for Brew, which is maybe about half a size too small, like not indecent, but a little more
Not
revealing
missing
than you
it.
might like.
Is my bum showing?
There's no avoiding that.
I mean, there really isn't, but in the interest of letting the dice decide,
Oh,
Tice.
a nat 20, somehow your bum is covered. It's the
Perfectly.
only time ever.
Unless you wanted the other thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm disappointed.
Oh,
Because you're wearing the gown
wait.
backwards and
Yeah,
your junk is
I
hanging
should,
out.
Hang on.
he's like, you think I do all these squats not to show
I
it
should
off?
be cognizant that a nat 20 is what you want to do. So if you're looking to be ass out, then we're gonna be ass out, folks.
Cakes out.
Let's just say Brew is very proud of his cakes.
Blow squats.
Let's go.
He's
Doing lots of
he's
squats.
he's modest in the sense of like who he is as a person, but like he knows he's got the assets.
Hey,
Oh.
got the assets.
So if a little bit showing,
Wait.
meh.
You had a bit of a posterior motive there.
This also might be the player Mike living vicariously through Brew, but
And actually,
All right.
and also remind me, do Minotaur have tails?
oh yes.
So that's what's probably
Yeah.
propping up the back of the.
I like how you said
100%.
that.
Yeah, that is the
It's
reason that it
creating
cannot
creating
close
that
in the back.
perfect shelf. You know what I'm saying? That shelf.
Yeah.
Do Minotaur have tails, Mike? Oh yes.
Oh
So-
yes.
So
Out
Oh,
of
he likes
curiosity,
them
to take our focus away from these assets and more
Bums.
just because I want to put myself in the room, what is a medical bay inside of essentially a church that has been converted out of an old spaceship hull? Like, what does a medical bay look like inside of there? Like what does a raft medical bay look like?
Well, the medical bay itself looks like half a storage container. But they did their best. They've got some, cloth hanging from the walls, some,
I'm sure.
they put some effort into putting at least a little bit of a filter over the fluorescent light in the ceiling. The cabinet work, the millwork is, if not great, at least consistent. There's somebody here who's taking some pride in his work and trying to make it all look similar. It's not just cobbled together junk. Definitely, not the newest styles. Definitely some fake wood paneling going on, some Formica countertops where, we're not talking about cutting edge stainless steel, white walls, pristine surfaces. This is more 70s era doctor's office kind of thing going on. Really ramshackle.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to just kind of get the whole picture of this examination room essentially that they're in.
And so you're given that few more minutes pass by. And the nurse pops her head back in. A human, by the way. Right this way. Follow me. We need to We need to put you on the scale and weigh you and get your height and all of those things. And then Dr. Hagman can see you.
I've never been to a hospital that weighs me before, but okay, all right.
All right. So for the record, what is the approximate height and weight of one Brew?
Yeah. He is 6'10", I think. Hold on, let me just double check.
So we got a bunch of tall people in this party and a bunch of short people in this party.
Yeah, literally there is no in between. There is 0 in between. Oh, there it is. Yep, 6'10". And I didn't pick a weight, but let's go with like 295.
That seems
Wow,
light.
That's a
that's
lean
light.
build for that
that
for
light?
that height.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he's
think
not-
think about the fact
okay.
Shaq was like 350, and he's 7.
All right, let's go 350 then.
Yeah, 350
Because
sounds.
he's not super girthy, but,
But
he's
It's lean
got
muscle.
yeah, he's got some heft to him.
Gotta imagine the
because
horns
he's-
at 10
because
pounds.
he's a minotaur. Sure, yeah, that too. But like he's not by minotaur standard, he's not like that brooding, like broad kind of minotaur. He's a little bit more on the
A little more unassuming until you take
Yeah.
your shirt off,
Oh
essentially.
yeah, no. The brooding
Yes.
broad ones are about 465.
right. Yeah. All right, so let's go
On a good day.
350.
All right. And that's about what it plays out to on the scale as this lady, first takes you over to the second, kind of the second scale instead of the, 1.5 by 1.5 foot one you might step on, as a human in your normal doctor's office here on Earth. They got to go to kind of the size that you would wheel a wheelchair on. You're slightly larger, but they make accommodations for larger species here too. And after that, she leads you back to the room, jotting these things down. Dr. Hagman will be by in just a minute.
Hackman?
Hagman.
Agman.
Okay. I'm not even here. I'm just was making sure for you guys that you heard that.
Yeah. So now we're going to go out to the waiting room because I want to see what our waiting room people are doing. And we got Percy, Jam, Glorp, and Choom.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine the seating situation is like the most comfortable, nor are maybe some of these chairs necessary, if they have chairs in here and not benches, that like they might necessarily accommodate a larger rump / belly that I might be sporting. So I'm probably pacing a bit.
Yeah. I mean, they've got stuff for larger species, like we're talking minotaurs and, but
I don't know.
Like-
I don't know if Percy would sit. I think he would just be pacing back and forth and keeping an eye on the rest of the group, especially if I see Choom eyeing the medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
Can you wait? First of all,
If there even is one out
since
here.
you brought it up, is there that we can see?
no.
Okay, cool.
They
just brought it up.
certainly would not have it sitting out in the waiting room.
That's what I was like. I didn't think there would be one.
The mimes probably came in and stole them at one point, and since then they've
Fucking
put 'em in,
mimes.
yeah.
There might be
This
a
is
tray
very
with some
important.
Band-Aids and Tylenol.
This will determine Choom's next course of action. Is a very important detail. Is there in the waiting room one of those things where you can make the block follow the metal trail?
In the kids' waiting rooms with,
There-
with
there
the
is-
giant checkers. and-
Okay, there is a kids' corner. They have one of those. Now it's slightly bent. You've got to kind of struggle to get them along the trail because it's been, well used by probably a generation of kids at this point. A bin full of wood blocks, like some of them probably 2x4 but cut shorter, some arches, some maybe 2-foot round like pillar pieces, like stuff that a kid could like build a little castle in the corner and then knock it over, which occasionally happens. You'll hear little Aiden, Caden, Braden, and Jaden over there building their little castle, and when it clatters over, it's just a deafening clonk, 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 clonk noises.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
All
can't
of
imagine
this
we're the
wood.
only people in this waiting room, right? There's
Yeah.
probably others here too.
Yeah, are there any children?
Yes. Yeah, Aiden, Caden, Braden, and Jaden are over there in the corner. They are a brood of 4. What is the canine people? Canid something. I know there's dog people, but if there weren't, there are now. They're a brood of 4 dog people brothers, and they are quite rambunctious.
Are any of them playing with the, I don't know what those are called. I wish we had someone that could look things up, but the metal.
We have the internet in front of us.
Yeah, I don't. If you want to, I'm fully bricked up over here right now.
Oh, I see.
What?
All my screens are full.
It's like the doctor's office roller coaster toy.
Yeah,
Oh.
like what the fuck is that called?
I know what you're talking about. The
I
beads
liked
on the
block
track.
that follow the metal. The
Bead
metal.
maze.
That's
Bead maze.
how it appeared in my brain.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
say it again,
bead.
John?
Beautiful.
It's a bead maze.
Bead maze.
maze.
Are there any children
Yeah.
playing with the bead
I would have
maze?
had no idea what that was.
I mean, I was under the assumption that Choom was the child that was playing with the bead maze at the time.
Oh yeah. Not only am I playing it, but I'm fixing it too, because it can't be
Yeah.
broken. That's
Yeah.
the worst. Your mom takes you to the
Yes.
dentist and it's broken. No.
Yep.
No,
So
I'm fixing it.
yeah, you're able to get it sliding along better. Straighten out the pieces that
I
were
greased it up a
supposed to
little
be
bit.
straight. Yes, it is. It definitely has some questionable looking grease stains on it, but it's undoubtedly in the best working condition it's been probably since before it came out of the box.
Well, now you know. Now you guys know what Choom is doing.
Wow, what a good deed that Choom has performed.
Yeah,
For
it
the
was for them,
children.
right? I have no mental illnesses.
I will. I mean, Percival would not know any better that you were doing it for yourself, and would just be looking admirably at you, Choom. After we just had, I know a few of us had a bit of a heated exchange not long ago, and so this is sort of restoring my faith a little bit in the group that I've been shanghaied into, essentially.
Keep watching. You might watch long enough to see me kick a kid.
I'd like to just keep looking through my rose-tinted glasses. Thank you.
Hey, Glorp, what are you up to in this waiting room?
Glorp approaches the triage nurse. I assume there's a triage nurse somewhere adjacent to the waiting room.
There's
Um,
yes. The look on her face is so dead inside that you're not entirely certain she qualifies as a sentient person anymore.
Oh no. Oh no.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna ask for some medical attention, but do you need medical attention?
No, I just work here.
I understand that. I have
Yes.
a comet in my chest. Can I get an X-ray?
You have a comet in your chest. Okay,
See?
that's C, comet, asteroid, meteorite, comet. Here we go. Comet in thoracic chest cavity. And
Air quotes on cavity.
Right.
do you have insurance?
Oh no.
do we have insurance?
Does anyone have insurance on the raft?
Oh, wait. I'm a
No.
Teacher,
Sure?
Yeah,
doesn't
we-
necessarily
Yeah,
guarantee
yeah,
it.
But more
Depends. Are you in
specifically,
the
I'm
union
pretty
or
sure
not?
that I'm on a contract. So
No, but I have money.
No, we're just required to ask that. We tried to make this clinic free at point of service, but we have to bill people occasionally. Okay. So it's down. Glup glup. We'll be with you shortly.
Thanks.
Night.
We're gonna leave, and Glorp's gonna just be standing there still.
Okay. Let's see. So we know what Chum's doing. Jam. Any mischief that you're trying to get up to in this waiting room?
So around where the chairs are in the waiting area, there's a table. And on the table is a glass bowl full of like little candies. And Jam is just rifling through that, like swirling it around, digging in, moving him around, looking
Are
for.
you looking for the real fruit juice ones?
He's looking for one that he likes.
Okay.
He's just
'Cause
trying
we
to
know
find
the effect that fruit has on Doar.
Yeah. So he's looking for one that he thinks he might like. And he's also pushing every once in a while that little bubble machine that like puts the little rings and you have to get them in the holes. Every once in a while he'll push that and send some bubbles up in the little
Oh
rings.
yeah. Of course
Yeah,
they have one of those little
bubble ring games.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got that. They got the space equivalent of Highlights magazines.
Yep.
Oh, when I came back to join the group, I grabbed a coloring book and a crayon that has a bite out of it.
I guess just to try to do something useful with the time we have before we cut back to them, I'd like to just look up and see if I can pull out my my tablet and just see if I can, grab a Flatugal Maps like location for where these coordinates are that March provided. I'm going to also remember to put a piece of tape over the camera that's on it to remember what March said. I just want to see like what neighborhood or what area he's sending us to. I'm curious to know essentially, like once we're done here, that's probably where we're going to be heading as long as Brew's fine. And I want to make sure that I know what we're about to get ourselves into to know maybe if we, how we want to approach the second part of this here.
The coordinates appear to be a storage locker thereabouts, or at least the area of the storage lockers at the main space port that exists on the Mother of Exiles itself.
Oh, okay. So we can check on the shuttle too, is when we head over there.
Yeah.
But so it's like this, so one of the storage lockers in the area. Okay, interesting. All right, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure I kind of had an idea of where we were going to be heading after this.
Yeah. So, and when you were making that Flatugal search, you just the only precaution you took was just putting some tape over the camera on your laptop.
Well, yes, because Percival knows his way around some technology, but he's not like, a master hacker or anything like that, right? Like he knows how to use computers, but he wouldn't necessarily be like the most like apt when it comes to like cybersecurity or other things like that, right?
That means
like,
when March is not around, we have Chum as our, or not Chum, Blorp as our hacker.
I can still attempt to hack things, right? It's just I won't be as proficient
as Glorp,
as March, but I can still potentially hold my own a little bit.
I'm not even. Chum's not
Don't
even
worry
gonna
about
try.
it, I got this.
I just wanted to record the data point there. Okay.
Sure. Cool.
Yes. We'll cut back into the waiting room where a short, hunched humanoid. It's tough to tell. Is he kind of a tall halfling? Is he a hideously twisted human? We're not sure on first examination. It's tough to tell, but he's probably about 4'10" tops. Quite
Pretty tall
old.
for a halfling.
Yeah. And stumping around with a cane. He's followed by who's unmistakably a human, carrying a clipboard. He's got shoulder-length blonde hair, very serious look on his face. Okay. So what do we have here? Dr. Hagman stumps into the room.
I love that Deckard Cain is this doctor right now. This is so good.
Deckard Cain is Dave's like.
So
I
good.
only have
I love it so
voices.
much. This is my first time experiencing it, and I can't
I'm so
understand how much I
happy
love
for you.
this.
Wow.
As the doctor walks into the room, I look up from this old newspaper that I found that didn't have the crossword fully done, so I'm finishing it. And I motion towards Brew. I'm like, go on, tell him what's wrong. Go on.
Mr. Brew.
That's me.
Are you a bartender?
I was.
Interesting.
How
Seemed
did
like
you know
this-
that?
Well, you have Brew right there on your... Right there on the sheet.
Yes.
Yes.
So about the
Is that-
fuzzy thing coming out of my mouth.
You seem to be at the age where there's lots of changes going on in your life.
Nice, blame it on menopause. That sounds right.
I gotta give him the talk.
Menopause. Oh, this became a
Minotaur pause.
Minotaurs. Minotaurs.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Okay. I am in my 20s. I don't think I'm in that stage yet. Minotaurs
He was
do
thinking
live
more
to
like
be quite
puberty.
old.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was possible. You might have been a late bloomer, you see. I'm not sure how
no.
many Minotaurs there are around.
I can assure you I am not a late bloomer.
Udo! He turns back to his assistant behind him. Send the Minotaur files to my tablet, yes. This is Udo. He's my assistant.
Do we have Mr. Magoo as a doctor? I'm concerned.
That's kind of what it's turning into, isn't it?
I'm concerned.
Well, Mr. Brew, have a seat. Mostly because you're way up there, and I need you to get down lower if I'm to see this thing that's supposed to be coming out of your mouth, yes.
Red flag.
Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, he gets down onto his knees.
Why? Maybe you could
lower
just
him-
sit in one of the
Really?
chairs on the side
Really?
of the room.
How short are you?
4'10", roughly 2 feet shorter than you.
No, not you, the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, the doctor.
Oh.
The tall one is Udo. Are you having vision problems too?
No, I just let's just
I
get this
don't
over
want to.
with.
Well, I didn't want to rule anything out. I tried to be thorough. Yes.
So I'm gonna say this just for Lev currently, but I guess the doctor might notice this too. You can see that Brew is starting to like his hand is starting to kind of tap the edge of his knee, like it's slight nervousness or anxiety starting to reveal itself. He's clearly starting to get impatient, and that's not like Brew.
Udo, have you sent me the Minotaur files yet? I'm working on it, sir.
Do you have any sort of stethoscope or I don't know, something you could just look down, look see, and
Well,
I don't
yes. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to get my tall step ladder, but
I can get lower.
no. He reaches over to the side of the room where there's kind of a 3-step thing that he pops out in front of you, takes a couple of steps up. You're still working on it. He's been drinking too many beers. He can't use the keyboard. Anyway, he pulls that little flashlight magnifier out. Open your mouth a little.
I think I downloaded the wrong Hapless Heroes.
I'm trying to do a medical examination and I have the peanut gallery being perverts in our mating room. Yes.
Mating room or waiting room?
Waiting room.
Shut up.
Get the kids out.
It's like the
All of you
voices from
need
the
Lord
ether.
Rel.
Oh my goodness.
Lev does those symbols when he says that around his head and shoulders.
Brew opens his jaw slightly.
Thank you. And he peers into the mouth using the flashlight magnifier to peer back around the uvula.
Is anyone thinking of like a
Interesting.
Looney Tunes cartoon right now where like Elmer Fudd is sticking his head all the way into the crocodile's mouth? Kind of thing?
100%, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
Good.
Absolutely.
I like this. That's quite a bit like it, as this very small, stunted little man is kind of clambering up the stool and. So you say there's a white fuzzy thing that comes out?
I think so. I mean, I only felt it really. I didn't see it.
Is it your tonsils, perhaps? Say, ah.
Did you just call my
Yes.
tonsils fuzzy? Okay.
I don't know if they are.
I haven't gotten the Minotaur book yet. Don't know if they have fuzzy tonsils or not.
Well, if they're fuzzy, then something's wrong with it. Yes.
This would be a great time for it to just like pop out and back in.
Well, you know what?
It just like bitch slaps him.
Like one of those party things.
Brew, make a Constitution saving throw. Using it as an analog of your body's ability to suppress this thing.
22.
You seem to have it under control. It's not about to go bursting out of your mouth right now.
So I feel it. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I mean, something fuzzy like that's bursting its way out of your mouth is going to have, you'll know it's there. You'll know something is amiss that wasn't with you before.
I really want this moment to be like Spaceballs. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Yep.
Hello, my ragtime girl.
I really want this moment. It's probably not going to happen, but I really want it.
Well,
Michael,
I can foresee some ways there.
You can intentionally fail saves.
Sure, but I don't think Brew at this moment would fail. Or would it?
Okay, that's
would
fair.
You know what I mean? I don't think he'd let it happen. It's possible it does, but not right now.
Now, how did you say you felt when this was happening? Yes. Okay, you can stop with the noises. Answer the question, child.
I think he said, what's his 5-letter word for shiny lip stuff?
Klaus?
Oh,
You're still in my mouth, right? You're still.
that's a good one, yeah.
No, he had pulled.
He was just asking.
He pulled back to like ask you the question. He's not going to do that with his head still in your mouth.
I just think that's funnier. All right. So I kind of wipe a little bit of saliva off the corner of my jawline. It kind of feels like a stomach bug, but like there's actual bugs, you know?
Might not be the sort of thing we see down your throat right now. Udo, do you have the Minotaur files? Working on it, sir. Ah!
Is there something maybe I can answer about being a Minotaur? I mean, I am a Minotaur.
I want to make sure, like, your esophagus is in the right place, and, I'm not looking in the wrong places for the wrong things, because we're going to have to do some imaging on you. Yes. Imaging, yes.
And is
like an X-ray?
Maybe. Possibly even a Y-ray if we have to.
Oh, I didn't expect this to be a big thing. I just.
Yeah, how much is
Well.
that going to cost? Hold on one moment there, Doctor. I pull Brew aside. Do you have insurance?
I don't
say in a
know.
whisper. Dude, are you sure you don't have? What do you mean you don't know?
Don't you work for this place?
I don't.
Okay, we've been over this.
I don't
so many
work
times.
here.
They don't offer health insurance.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think so. How would I know?
Valid question.
They would give you like a chip or a card or something. You
A
would fill that
chip,
form.
like in my head?
Or head, wherever. I mean, I don't know where you would put chip. That's your prerogative.
I don't think I have a chip. I certainly don't have a card. Would the chip be put in when I was a kid? I don't know.
No, I don't
You can
know
see
about
like
child
his
insurance.
anxiety is getting higher and higher.
That is okay. We'll figure it out afterwards. But let us get Y-Ray or whatever it's called, and
We have to
Hurry up.
pay for this? I'm so confused.
maybe. I don't
Now,
know.
are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, we're like in a huddle together over in the corner.
Yeah, but Brew is not whispering.
No, not even trying.
Okay.
No, not
Yeah.
really.
Udo leans down to Dr. Hageman and whispers something into his ear. Ah, I thought that's what they were prattling on about. You know this is a free clinic, right? You also
Oh,
know that
thanks.
you're very loud.
That is part
that
of his
is-
condition. So yeah, go ahead
That
and
is
get
such
that
a relief.
figured out.
Oh,
It's part
Oh.
of his condition.
Well, see, little bits of data like that are good to know, yes. Come, we will do imaging. No, there's no need for paying here. The Lord Rel provides.
Oh.
And you guys,
thank God for the Wanderers.
yeah, wander on down. Just back to the waiting room. Is anything interesting going on? You know, just a little check back in.
I'm just kind of being like, I wonder what's happening in there.
Jam spilled the candy dish and is trying to retrieve some of the candy from under one of the chairs.
Have I been taken to X-ray?
Not yet. You're still waiting. Aiden, Caden, Braden, and Jaden have gotten into a little King of the Mountain match to see who gets to play with cars on that 4x4 rug with the streets on it. The little busy town rug there. Braden at the moment appears to have the upper hand and is bonking his brothers on the head with one of the wooden cars.
Gets going somewhere. Can I take this moment to approach the front desk?
Sure.
I'm gonna climb up on the counter since I can't really stand in front of it, and I'm gonna look for the receptionist, the one with no soul.
She's right there. Can I
Nice.
help you?
Hey, yeah. Choom kind of like stretches out, and he's just giving her like one of his Choom smiles. I was just wondering. You know, I have headaches, trouble sleeping, sometimes mild bouts of depression. And looks at hand. My back hurts. Anxiety, yeah. So what would it take, hypothetically, for one to get a prescription for some calm emotion scrolls? My guy is out of town right now.
My guy is out of town. That's usually the first. That's how you get on the fast list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I always ask my doctors for meds.
My regular guy keeps, flaking.
I would normally come here, but
Is what I said. It's doctor, my regular doctor.
You can't see the relief on my face, but it is significant. I was really getting concerned that the drug-seeking behavior I was hearing was after something a little more pharmaceutical. No.
Oh no, no.
No, med cards are a fairly simple process. We'll make an appointment for you.
Great.
Yeah.
I would love that. And pulls out his company insurance card that no longer is valid.
Because you just quit this morning.
That's what Cobra's
There's
for.
no way they've canceled the insurance.
I was
I was
gonna
gonna
say,
say, there's
you
no
definitely
way
have some time.
turnover has happened
You've
yet.
got time.
I mean, the
Yeah.
insurance company needs time to get that information. Then it's going to take them like 3 to 5 business days to put. Like, you're good. You got like 2 weeks. You're going to end up with like a bunch of letters in the mail telling you that you owe people money. But
That's
like,
right.
you're
Chum
fine
doesn't
until
check
that
his mail
happens.
anyway.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
None of us would be advocating for committing insurance fraud ever.
Of course not.
The
Of course
Viper
not.
coverage is going to bite you in the ass in the end.
This is fiction, Fran.
This is fiction. So how would one go about getting this med card?
Tapping away at the keyboard for a moment. X enter a bunch of times. Tapping away. We have a appointment for an initial consult in 3 months.
3 months?
Yes, 3 months.
He tries to make himself look as small as possible.
We had a cancellation earlier today, so 3 months, yes.
Even for someone as small as me. He's
Yeah,
giving
son.
her puppy dog eyes. Persuasion?
Glorp looks up from their coloring book and says,
Sure.
That's
You know
pretty
what? Go
quick. You
go
better
for it.
take it.
Go for it. Give me a persuasion. Let's see what you've got here.
It's not good on the sheet, but I'm hoping the dice gods. That's a hold on. Okay, so if I add my modifier, that is 7.
Yeah.
Dirty.
See, the problem is that this lady has seen everything already.
Yeah. You can tell by the dead eyes and the bun that hasn't come out in 50 years. Yeah, okay, I'll take that appointment. I would just imagine just the look on her face as she's looking at you while he's trying to put the charm on. He just like gets it. It's very
All right.
Gloria-esque.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. We cut back as Brew, Lev, Dr. Hagman, and Udo arrive at the end of the hallway at the little radiology room.
Is it just another storage container?
It is just another storage container, and he walks you in there. Brew, come this way. Stand against the wall over there, yes.
Brew follows the direction, but he faces the wall.
Slay.
Do you think it's back in your kidneys or maybe closer to the front of you? I want to try to point the end of you that it's closest to towards the camera, yes.
Brew takes a very large sigh and turns around.
Fantastic. Now, as I said, the Lord Rel provides. Unfortunately, he only provides 1 lead vest per year, and it was stolen 3 weeks ago, so,
Oh, I'm okay. I don't need a vest.
that's
I don't,
fine.
I don't wear any
Uh,
armor.
Please
Great.
sign this waiver.
I don't know if you want to put your hands in front of your junk or something, or clench up, or whatever it is you do, but 3, 2, 1, smile. Clunk.
Smile.
I would like you to make another Constitution saving throw
Yeah,
at disadvantage.
I figured.
Hey man, if you fail, you might turn into the Hulk.
Let's just say X-rays may agitate this thing a little bit.
X-rays are definitely going to agitate
the
this thing.
The first roll may be the bad roll, so we'll see. Oh, it got worse. That's a nat one!
Yeah!
From a 22 to another 1.
I feel like that siren at the hockey games just went off. Like,
Okay, good.
we're in big trouble here.
It's time for us to meet the symbiote now.
Ew.
The what?
Ew.
I want
Well.
to call him, see him.
The manifestation of whatever's caught a ride, as it were, Now, Mike, what do we know about what's attached to you?
I don't know much of anything, but what I do know is that it is a like fur ooze-like thing that has basically ingratiated itself inside of me. It came from somewhere out when we were adventuring, and should I just like? So it comes out, right? So
yeah. So we're gonna have it. Yeah.
So,
do the bursting out through. Yeah.
Okay,
But you should describe it. That's the best.
So when the X-ray flash happens, right?
Yeah.
Brew kind of just has this pause. Like there's this clear moment of like he's bracing for something, and all of a sudden his mouth just opens wide, kind of like that, like ah! And it pops out, and it's this white kind of almost not translucent, but like I'm trying to think of the right term for it. It's like opaque, I guess.
And almost like I would even say like slightly ethereal, because it is technically, at least some properties of it are magical.
Yeah.
Because it feeds off of your ki.
Yeah, it's not like, it doesn't seem like it's solid in any sort of sense. It's got some malleability to it, but yeah, it's kind of got like almost like a ghost-like look to it, as it kind of like stretches out above me. So it comes out of my mouth up toward the ceiling. And then it kind of just like jiggles in the air, kind of like a wacky waving inflatable tube man. And then kind of jets back inside of me. And I am thrown against the wall. Like so much so that it probably creates some sort of dent or damage to the back wall.
Udo!
And I just
Did
go,
you see that, Udo?
Excuse me.
Mr. Brew, are you okay? Yes.
I don't know if that was just an ounce of gas or what that was.
There's something more than a gas, yes. Udo, were you able to find the Minotaur files?
Just in case this is normal for Minotaurs.
Well, I can assure you, sir, I have never heard anything like this, or been part of anything like this, or seen anything. I don't think this is normal.
While you're working on the files, Udo, take the film and put it on the screen in the other room, yes. We need to take a look right away. Yes, sir. Whatever you say. And Udo shuffles off into the other room. This seems a little more than just medical. May have an ethereal passenger of some sort. Many sorts of strange things reside out there in space, yes.
Are you telling me my first time in space, I've contracted some sort of being inside me?
My God.
Well, Doctor, this has been my dream. Am I going to be able to continue to travel and see the universe? Is this the end of my adventures? Tell me, Doc. Tell me it ain't so.
My boy, if people stopped traveling the first time they got an STD, I'd have been out of business years ago.
A space transmitted disease.
Space transmitted disease. Come on, people.
That's hilarious. You're telling me I got an STD?
A space transmitted disease, my boy. Yes.
Well, I guess my first question is, which one's worse? I've had an STD before.
Well, you just did say you were a bartender, yes?
Exactly my point.
Apologies to all our bartender
Brew knows where
we don't mean all bartenders.
Udo has just finished setting up the X-ray, and it's one of those old film X-rays, like they don't do anymore. The big old sheet they have up on the white light
Yeah, like
wall.
a lit background.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Hagman turns off the light, and we see pretty clearly the image of this symbiote down in Brew's body. You can see how tube-like it goes down the neck, and then once it goes down through the neck, it kind of diverges through from the rest of the biology, and instead of following the esophagus, it kind of travels along with the spinal cord and goes down, and you can see it wrapped around the base of the spinal cord.
Oh, God.
Yes, I thought this was interesting, you see. He points his cane up at the top. It's physical up at the top. Forced open your mouth. It was a real thing in the real world. Look down here. He points down towards the neck and down the spine. See, there's things here. There's a spine and there's ribs and muscles. But yet this thing is there too. It's interesting, isn't it? Yes.
Tell it to me straight, Doc. How long do I got? 1 day? A week? Just give it to me straight.
I don't know. I think the thing's kind of curved, to be honest, but it's real, and it also isn't real, you see. Now, it's entirely possible you could be dead in a minute, but I don't think it's very likely. You seem to be in good health. I'd say strong as an ox, but I feel like that might be profiling. Udo! Where are the Minotaur files?
Brew kind of braces himself. He's got his one hand against the wall, breathing heavy. He's got his other hand just hitting the side of his leg, just tapping. He's not really sure how else to respond.
Mr. Brew? If that is your real name, Mr. Brew.
I mean, it's Brunner, but most call me Brew.
See, that's exactly what I mean. It isn't your real name.
Right.
Ah,
Where are those dang files?
that's my line. But look, just because that name Brew is your real name, that people call you, but it's also not real. It's just like this thing in you. But
Doc,
it's real when it
I
comes
need
out
you-
of your mouth.
I need
But
you
it's
to
also
figure this
not
out.
real.
I need you to stop and figure this out and help me. I don't know what this is.
Well, for being honest, that makes two of us.
Oh.
I'm not sure that your problem has a medical answer. Yes.
I'll give you a medical answer.
Whoa! Did you actually Do you get it? Are you trying to get aggressive? Does Lev have to hold you back?
He's not tapping his leg anymore. He's balling his fist.
Udo, call security.
Lev?
Well,
And Dr. Hagman scampers away.
Oh shit! Would we
Brew
be able
just
to
starts,
hear
like-
this commotion going on?
Kind of lightly punching the paneling, right? It's wood paneling. Just kind of lightly. Punching's not the right word, but just kind of
okay.
if it was a
Fist
person, it would be a
bumping?
fist bump.
Yeah.
All right there, Brew. I put my crossword down and listen. This is not the drywall at home that we can just replace. Okay, let us calm down.
You don't have drywall at home. It's just fucking metal walls.
And we're going to get this
Drywall.
sorted out. Just have a seat. Can you have a seat?
There is something tied to my spinal cord.
Yeah, that is what I heard too. It didn't sound terminal though, that is
Always look on the bright
Side of life.
I have a lollipop that I found earlier, and you can have it. I was going to use it, but it's for you. I'm going to go find Doctor, and we're going to just sort this all out. Why don't you sit down? and I'll take care of it. Yeah, and look, I saved the word search for you.
How big is this lollipop? Like, is it like traditional size?
Yeah, it's like when I hold it up, it's like between my finger and like
I was gonna say, so
thumb,
literally
my pointer finger and my thumb, yeah.
Brew looks at it and just kind of like angrily crunches down on it.
Like an explosion, I don't watch, and I rush out the door to find the doctor, get him back in here.
Plead with him to not call security.
So Brew is, I'm assuming, by himself at this point.
You left. Yeah, wait, hold on.
I'm alone?
You left an angry. You left an angry bull.
It's
alone.
more like out the front door in the hallways to see if he is that fast. He seemed pretty wizened the time we had met him. He
Well,
didn't seem
yeah,
too
but he
spry.
also he's moving with the cane, so he might not be moving too quickly to get security.
Right, he didn't seem too
Uh,
spry. The other one, Uno or whatever his name is, I don't think there's an
Udo.
Udo.
I don't want to be angry, but boy, this is frustrating.
Do I see anybody? Should I make a perception check?
Yeah, you can. You make your perception check.
Can we all? Just because how big is this clinic? Like
It's
people are
not
they were
that
taking-
big, but this is going on in a place that you can't see.
Not good. A
right,
9.
cool.
And they hear it.
That's what I was.
A
That's what I was
9.
thinking. Is hearing.
All right. So the hall is empty by the time you get to it, Lev. You know what? I would like perception checks out of my 4 in the lobby.
Yeah.
All
Nat
right.
20.
Natural
Fantastic.
20 for Percy. That is a dirty 15 for me.
Okay. Glorp
16.
and Jam Jam.
15.
Okay. Percy, you hear about everyone kind of hears the energy in the room changes a little bit. The stone-faced lady at the desk kind of shifts away from the window a little bit. There's some excited voices going on in the back. Percy, you overhear security. Another agitated patient in the back.
Percival, being the dumb brave one of the group, who is desperate to prove himself, is going to, upon hearing that, because thinking that Brew is in danger because someone else might try to attack him, because all of us do not think of Brew necessarily as an angry person, right? Anger and outbursts of anger and threatening violence against others is something that is very uncharacteristic of our friend
More of a
Brew.
Choom thing.
So I'm going to think that Brew's in danger. And so, since I mentioned I did not take any of my armor off. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I still have like this servo assisted shit in there. I'm going to like try to burst into the back and be like, no, you can't harm Brew. And I'm going to just, I'm out. I'm off.
Okay. Is that all right? Before we resolve that, is anybody else doing anything?
Glorp goes after Percival, less because Glorp wants to fight and more because Glorp wants an X-ray, and this looks like the direction they're in. So.
This is the opportunity to get up for you.
Choom, who was in an epic battle with one of the quadruplets on the floor over one of the cool cars, sees Percival run, looks at the kid, flinches him, and then runs after. runs after Percival.
You're such an asshole.
Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid.
Which quadruple was it? Was it though?
I don't know their names.
Braden?
I didn't
Aiden?
bother
Probably
to learn them.
Braden. Braden's a
Aiden.
pain in the ass.
I don't know,
Braden
maybe
sounds like the
Aiden.
cockiest one. Yeah.
Braden, but see, Braden liked the fire truck, and Choom had no interest in the fire truck. It was definitely Aiden who wanted the bright orange supercar, and that's the one I wanted. So,
Okay. Jam Jam, anything out of you?
Jam Jam crawls out from under the couch with the last piece of candy he was looking for and realizes that everyone has abandoned him. And he sees the door swinging after Choom and exits through it.
Yeah, this is, we haven't even gotten to that. So now we get to Percy is getting to the door. So it is one of those kind of flimsy wood doors, just that kind of 1/4 inch, on each side and hollow in the middle. It is locked. So how are you handling it?
Wait,
Well,
the door to my
I'm
room is
dumb.
locked.
And brave, but also polite.
No, the door between the waiting room and the hallway back to the rooms.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna with the servo assisted and fucking knock on the door and be like, I heard someone needed security. I just want to get my friend out of here before anything bad happens to him. He's really sick,
Let's see. So this sounds like I want to have you make a check on your fine motor control. This sounds dexterity.
Really? Because this is a strength assisting armor?
Yeah, but this is your control of the strength assisting armor.
Choom runs up
Okay, it's
between
fine.
the
I'll
armor's
do-
legs.
No.
Yeah, no. You know what? Make it an athletics check,
Yeah, there you go.
which is
do that.
strength. That's fine. Yeah.
It is.
If you just hit
Well,
it
I will-
harder, and Choom's
I
gonna
will
cast
expend.
guidance.
So my dex is higher, right? But I will expend a charge on. This is why I made this armor. I will expend one of the charges on my what's it called again? My armor of magical strength.
Yes.
To give myself advantage on this. It would be a bonus up to the roll equal to my intelligence modifier.
Okay.
So my strength modifier is 0, so I can at least add my int mod to this. It's 1 out of the 6 charges.
And a +4, 1d4.
You giving me guidance?
Oh yeah, I'm standing between your legs, going hit it harder.
I don't know if that's helpful, but okay. Yeah, that's so 19 and then plus 2 on the D4. That's a 21.
Okay. So there's a very loud boom, boom, boom. The door just shakes and rattles hollowly.
And then my polite request comes through.
Yeah. The front, your side of the door is chipped where the servo assist on your hands has hit the door. There's a little hole in it.
Nice.
But no, I would just want to make sure you
oops,
didn't
that's
just
all that comes out of
smash
them.
the door outright in your eagerness to knock. Things go dead quiet.
Hello? Is my friend okay?
Brew, you hear the ruckus. Are you doing anything?
No.
Okay, great. Lev, you almost certainly would hear it too, because everything got real quiet afterwards. You are out in the hallway between the room, and you were looking up the hallway towards where the waiting area and reception desk would be. Are you doing anything at the very dramatic pounding on the door, and then Percival making Percival noises on the other side?
Man. Let me see what the dice say, honestly.
It's escalated quickly.
Yes.
And it will probably
Comes-
escalate straight to a cliffhanger.
Comes from the monkey that was playing with children.
Hey,
I don't
you
think
got
he was
someone
playing.
your own size.
Yeah, I
wasn't
do
playing.
go towards the noises that sound like Percival. So say the dice.
So
Fantastic.
say the dice.
I would like everyone to make everyone to make a perception check.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's better
And
this
I'm looking
time.
for results over
Ooh.
10.
Not here.
Okay, I definitely nailed
Not
that.
getting that here, my friend.
All
That
right.
is a
definitely-
17. 30.
Also 17. Oh, actually, yeah, 17.
Okay, so 17, Jam Jam.
11.
All right. Glorp.
4.
Okay, Chum.
17, 30.
Wonderful. Brew.
21.
21. And
Perceptive motherfucker.
Lev.
6.
6.
Oof.
Okay, so our low rolls did not, but our 4 and our 7 didn't hear it. But the others heard a distinct thunk in the door between the reception area and the hallway. So not the waiting room door, that
just
kind
lock
of
us
flimsy
out?
door, but the other one, the door into where our dead-faced lady and possibly Udo and maybe even Dr. Hagman are now.
That's not good. Like, did it sound like the door locked?
like an air seal lock.
Like they just locked themselves in or barricaded themselves in because
With
of
our
the
friend?
escalating disturbance.
Not with me.
No.
Away from
Just
me.
themselves.
Oh.
The flimsy door between the waiting area and the hallway is still there and still eminently break-throughable if someone wanted to.
I am not going to bust the door down necessarily.
No.
Did we try the handle?
Yep.
I'm just continuing. Hello? Is someone going to answer me? It's a simple request. I heard mention of security, and I just want to make sure my friend's not in danger.
Can I open the door? How far away is it from me?
Come on. It's like someone go get Father Hayes or something. He knows us.
I'll speak of the devil. Everyone hears a shotgun chambers around.
Oh no.
What's this disturbance I hear in my medical clinic? As Father Hayes is standing there in the door, and that's where I'm going to end this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
You bastard. I hope he's... Listen, it's misunderstanding. We'll be able to talk our way out of this.
Hulk
It's fine.
smash!
I'm so ready for that.
If you like our excessive use of cliffhangers, we can be found on the internet. Go to the tree of links that resides at the center of our Webernets, linkter.ee/hapless heroes. That'll give you the links to all of our places, our social media, but really the thing you really want, our Discord server. That's the place to meet and greet and hang out with us. We're there on a daily basis, and we would love it if you would come join our ever-growing community. Now, let's say that's not enough for you. Let's say you really like us. Well, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. We keep an eye on them. All the varying podcast platforms, they change from year to year as things like Google Podcasts goes the way of the buffalo and Spotify increases its share. But we're on all of them, and we're on our lookout for your reviews. And if we see them, we will read them out on air, like the 5-star human that you are.
Yeah, actually, I got another one. We got. I wanted to say shout out to Ren on our Discord server, who's said that they have been listening since the very beginning, and the show has evolved in such fun ways. They say it has gotten me through some of the hardest times in my life, so I can't give it less than 5 stars. If I could give it more stars, I would. Ren, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ren.
We appreciate you. Thanks for enjoying all the stupid things that we get up to.
Now, if you really, really like us, go back to that tree of links and look at the one for our Patreon, patreon.com/hapless heroes. We've got a variety of, patronage tiers, and believe it, get in at the right tier, you can get access to the good stuff, our outtakes, our special episodes, access to the special channel in our Discord where we post with our pinkies in the air. It's got good stuff. And it helps contribute to, keeping this the ad-free experience that we like to give you guys. Makes our equipment better and, covers some of our hosting. Occasionally, rarely, once every few years, even a pizza party if we're real lucky. But it's good stuff. Thank you to all of you who continue to patronize our show. That's all I got, so I'm gonna outro the cast, starting on my left with Chumdaloom, played by Sebastian.
Hear me out. If we're gonna be committing crimes, we should at least look at the medicine cabinet.
To his left, we have Glorp Glub Glub, played by Nicole.
Which room do you think the X-ray machine is in?
To her left, we have Brunner Brew Blitzbore, played by Mike. To his left, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Oh, I did not feel like getting shot tonight.
To his left, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
And to his left, we have Percival Flathest, played by Francesco.
Who said anything about a crime? I'm just trying to save my friend. Surely this is a complete misunderstanding.
And my name is Dave. I have been your Dungeon Master and host this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yabba-doo.